Listening activity number 16. Look at the picture on the sheet in front of you. This is Kevin's bed-sitting room. He is describing his room to his friend. As you listen, draw in the furniture in the right places in the picture, using a square or a circle to mark in the furniture as described. Just a quick sketch will do.
Well, my room is L-shaped. There's a round dining table and 4 chairs opposite the kitchen door, so I can look out onto the garden when I eat. My record player is in the corner, between the kitchen door and the small window. There are bookcases on both sides of the fireplace, and a rectangular coffee table in front of the fire. My bed is against the long wall, under the large window. I use it as a sofa during the day, so there are some big striped cushions on it. Opposite the bed, against the kitchen wall, there's a desk, and between the bed and the desk there's a large armchair. I like sitting and reading in front of the fire with my feet up on the coffee table. In the empty space in front of the door, there's an oval carpet on the floor, and the piano's against the wall between the door and my bed.
Listening activity number 17. Sally bought a new house a few days ago in a small village. She is phoning her friend Richard and inviting him for dinner at the weekend. Sally is giving directions to get to her house. Look at the map. As you listen, take notes and mark Sally's house with a cross.
Good morning, 572-3490.
Good morning, Richard. This is Sally.
Hello, Sally. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Listen, are you free this weekend?
Yes, why?
You know, I've just bought a new house in the countryside.
Oh, have you? Congratulations.
Thank you. I would like to invite you to have dinner with my family this weekend.
That's very kind of you. I'd love to. You'd better tell me how to get there. Where is your new house?
In Greenwich. How will you be coming?
By car, of course.
All right, so you'll be coming from Andover. You need to take the road to Grand Town.
Take the road. Yeah, hang on a minute.
From Grand Town.
'Cause I'm writing this down 'cause Grand Town. That's
That's GRANDTOWN. That's right. Now, you'll approach the village from the north.
Coming from the north,
The house is about 2 miles outside the village, by the way.
House is
So now you get... You come into the centre of the village, and you'll arrive at the main square.
Come into the centre.
On the far side.
Yeah, I can't get lost there, can I?
No, you can't miss it.
Far
side of the square you'll see the town hall, Le Mairie.
Far side. Hang on, far side, see town hall.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you need to go past the town hall, leaving it on your left.
Past, leave it on my left, yeah.
And cross the bridge over the river.
Bridge over river, okay.
Now, when you get across the bridge, there's a junction, but there aren't any signposts.
Oh, that's helpful.
Well, you know how it is. So, you turn right.
I cross the bridge. Hang on, there's a junction, yeah? And then I have to go right at the junction.
That's right. You turn right immediately after the bridge. And basically you keep on that road. The road bears round to the left.
Oh, that doesn't sound too bad. Yeah.
First of all, about after half a mile, there's a chateau on your right.
Is that your place?
Afraid not. Couldn't afford it.
Chateau on the right, yeah?
And there's a road going off opposite that, but ignore that road. Keep straight on. You keep straight on right.
Yeah.
Past the chateau.
Keep straight on, yes.
The next thing you come to is a farm at a place called Villac.
Farm, and then Villac. That's VILL...
AC.
AC?
That's it.
Aha.
And just after that, the valley narrows and the road becomes much closer to the river.
Yes.
So you run along the river.
Aha.
For a few hundred meters really. The house is in the next group of buildings.
Ah.
You've got a mill opposite the house.
Oh, it sounds beautiful.
Well, it's got... I think you'll like it when you get there.
So hang on a minute. The mill is opposite.
Yeah, you've got the river on your right.
Yeah.
You come to the mill, which is on your right, and
Yes?
three houses on the left opposite the mill, and the house is the middle one.
House is the middle one. Okay.
Right. So do you think you'll find it?
Well, with my sense of direction, I'm not sure. But, no, I think I've got everything down.
Fine. I'm sure you will. Dinner will start at 6.
Do I need to bring something?
No, just bring yourself.
Okay, I'll be there by 6.
Goodbye.
Listening activity number 18. You are going to listen to 5 conversations between a new information officer and passengers. Look at the timetable and check whether the information officer provides correct information or not by writing T for true and F for false beside each number. Conversation 1.
Can I help you, madam?
Yes. Could I have a second-class return ticket to Nottingham to arrive by 10?
That's £41, please.
Here you are. Could you tell me which train I could take?
Let me see. It's 7 o'clock now, Friday. Yes, you can take the 7:30 train to get there.
Thank you very much.
Conversation 2.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, madam. What can I do for you?
Could you tell me the time of trains to Nottingham, please?
What sort of time do you want to go?
You see, I would like to go to Nottingham to visit my daughter. She will meet me at the station at 6:30 this Saturday. Which train should I take?
Take the 16:30 train and you'll get there at 18:24. Is that all right?
That's fine. Thanks a lot. Oh, by the way, how much does a weekend return ticket to London cost, please?
It costs £41.
Thank you.
Conversation 3.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, madam. May I help you?
Could you tell me which trains I can take if I buy a saver ticket to Nottingham?
Let me see. Oh, yes, you can take any train except the 7:30 and the 8:30 morning trains, and any trains after 17:30. Generally speaking, a saver ticket can be used on most trains except on a few peak hour trains. Here's a timetable. You can check it by yourself.
Lovely. That will be very helpful.
Conversation 4.
May I help you, young lady?
Yes, I have to get to Nottingham by 10:30 this Saturday morning. Could you tell me which train I should take to get there on time?
The 8:30 train will do.
I see. Could you tell me which platform the train leaves from?
Platform 4.
Thank you.
Conversation 5.
Can I help you, madam?
Yes. I would like to get to Nottingham on Friday by 7 o'clock. Which train should I take?
The 17:05 train.
How much for a return saver ticket to Nottingham?
£20, but I'm afraid you can't use a saver ticket on that train.
Can't I? How much is standard fare?
£41, please.
Well, I think I should take standard fare. Here's 45.
Thanks. Here's your ticket and change.
Thank you very much.
Unit 3. Direction and location.
Listening activity number 19. Look at the graph below. This graph shows the numbers of people who visited London Zoo, Kew Gardens and Regent's Park from 1978 to 1987. Mark in the names London Zoo, Kew Gardens and Regent's Park on the appropriate lines on the graph. Now listen carefully.
The graph shows the numbers of visitors to London Zoo, Kew Gardens and Regent's Park from 1978 to 1987. Apart from the period from 1980 to 1983, London Zoo has been the most popular attraction. In 1978, almost 60,000 people visited the zoo. Although this number decreased slowly during the next 3 years, it then rose gradually until 1985. In this year, a children's zoo was opened, resulting in a sharp rise from 70,000 to 95,000 within 1 year. In contrast, in 1979 to 1981, the number of visitors to Kew Gardens increased after a restaurant had been opened in 1979 from 48,000 to 64,000. But then it dropped steadily to approximately 45,000 in 1986. The least popular attraction was Regent's Park, with only 26,000 visitors in 1978. This number rose only slightly in 1981. But in 1983, boating was introduced on the lake, and the number of visitors rose quite suddenly from almost 30,000 to 40,000 within 1 year. Unfortunately, however, the number levelled off in 1984 and has remained steady since then. Listening activity number 20. Look at the graph below. This one shows the numbers of visitors to Exhibition Centre, Museum and Art Gallery. Mark in the names Exhibition Centre, Museum and Art Gallery on the appropriate lines on the graph.
Exhibition Centre is the most popular attraction. In 1978, almost 40,000 people visited the Exhibition Centre, although this number dropped slowly during the next 5 years. In 1983, the number of visitors was a little over 35,000. It then increased suddenly until 1984. In this year, a restaurant was opened, resulting in a sharp rise from 37,000 to almost 50,000 within 2 years. The number of visitors to the museum was about 25,000. This was better than the number to the art gallery, which was only 15,000 in 1978. It then decreased steadily until 1982. The number was the same as the number of visitors to the art gallery. That was about 18,000. In 1983, a building extension was opened and the number of visitors to the museum began to level off at 17,000 visitors each year. The least popular attraction was the art gallery. In 1979, the number dropped slowly from 15,000 to less than 12,000. But in 1980, free admission was carried out, so the number of visitors increased suddenly from 12,000 to 25,000. It then levelled off since then. There is a slight rise every year.